surf is getting very, very heavy. I don't know what's coming next. We gotta take cover.
So now that I've seen Ballybunion, I feel like I understand a lot of other courses better. Like I understand Bandon better. I understand like where all this inspiration for, you know, some of these other courses around the world came from.
So it's sort of the Granddaddy of Irish Links. It has status. The sort of boom and obsession and love that Americans have with Irish Links golf, I think it starts with Ballybunion.
Everybody up?
Neil is up and he has a look today.
Holy hell. What is that?
Morning.
This may be the hack of all hacks.
Okay, what's that?
Long johns.
With the rain pants.
You take off the shorts or you leave the shorts on. We'll see depending on wind chill, and then you put on the rain pants.
And people are none the wiser.
And people don't even know, baby.
Do you all know where your passports and stuff is?
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah.
That's okay. I'm going to shut up now, and we're going to be taking a few narrow little roads heading down to Ballybunion.
Oh, my bromance with Tom Coyne. It started a long time ago. His book, A Course Called Ireland, was really where the bromance blossomed. And I think the book just stuck with me, one, for Tom's love of golf and how he painted, you know, the game, and then two, you know, his outlook on people and life and, you know, all of that stuff. So obviously getting to go to Ireland with Tom Coyne was a dream come true for me. I didn't want to come on too strongly and like turn him away. It's like one of those things where, okay, man, just be cool, be cool, be cool, be cool.
So looking to the right hand side now, this is the old course.
Look at that
This is the one everybody wants to play.
My name is Gerard Burke and we're here in Ballybunion in one of the most famous golf links in the world.
Ballybunion's pretty freaking close to perfect.
For me, it was that name Ballybunion held so much weight.
The great legend Tom Watson, you know, once said that this was possibly the greatest golf course in the world.
Tom Watson really put it on the map. He really kind of put Irish golf on the map.
He has a couple of favorite holes out here and comes back every so often.
Everything was just, the scale was larger there. It was a big ballpark.
And so the dunes really provide our hazards like trees would in an inland course.
So these were, I wanted to actually show Tom these. These were from the first president of this club.
Get out.
In 1916. And all those old images that you see on I'll show you our business card, Tom. Look at the back of this. All the caddies back then, you see, would have caddied in barefoot with no shoes.
Why?
Because they'd save their leather in their shoes. That bag that's in this image is this one.
That's the bag.
This is the bag, the original set of clubs. They're from 1916. They reached the first president of this club.
That was a big year in Ireland.
So you can see it was a big year. As you can see, like they're not too bad. They're pretty good.
Ballybunion is truly one of the most special and most beautiful and breathtaking golf courses anywhere in the world. Yeah, that's not the day we had. This footage is not from our day. Jacob Sjöman, an actual real photographer, was nice enough to share some of his footage. All aircraft were grounded on this day. There was no way we were throwing the old drone up in this wind.
I didn't even know they get hurricanes in Ireland. I didn't know that was a thing.
Hurricane, what's her name?
Hannah. Hurricane Hannah?
Hurricane Hannah is touching ground at our tee time.
That's real?
Yeah, what time's up? Demi out?
It is.
But we're playing 36 tomorrow.
No bueno. No bueno.
When a storm has a name, you know you're in for quite a day of golf.
I think it was about a 4, 5, 6 club wind at some points.
You know that it's really windy whenever the Irish people are telling you that it's really windy.
Every time it's windy, we're like, oh, you guys haven't seen a real wind yet. Is this windy? Okay, this isn't windy yet.
It was a full rain suit day, our first of the trip. It was like every layer you got.
One of mine, I'm like Nomar Garcia Parr out here. I'm gonna take the batting cages.
I'm kind of glad we got a day like that.
The conditions were really tough.
In Scotland, we were pretty much perfect sunshine all day, every day, 10 miles an hour of wind. And that's not really like how the courses are meant to be played. You know, you're meant to be played in the shit a little bit. And you know, you're supposed to get rain and you're supposed to get wind and all that stuff. And so Adair felt like we were playing in a stadium. Ballybunion was like, hey man, you're out in the elements and like this is golf. This is what you're dealing with today. There's an awesome cemetery off the first hole. In play too. I was a little concerned I was gonna hit my ball into it.
Concerned or excited?
Well, you know, concerned that I might be showing too much excitement.
Yeah, this is marrying two of my favorite things. This graveyard.
People who come and play it love the challenge of the wind, and I suppose the very fact that you have to manufacture shots out here, you know, makes it a great course, because the shot you just played yesterday is a completely different shot today.
The number one goal was to be comfortable. I think, you know, score be damned. So.
There it is.
Which I think almost helped because it was nasty even before we started. And so you just knew, right? You were just in the mindset like, hey, don't worry about score. Don't worry about, like, just go out there and almost survive the 18 holes.
Go. Blow it, wind. God, is that any good? Let's go.
The thing I love about playing classic golf courses is just the really random quirk you're gonna find. There's 2 holes in the front 9 where you actually tee off over the previous green. All you see when you look up is that flag directly in front of you that you got to hit it over, but it works. It's just the kind of weird little thing that if you designed a golf course today and did that, people would think you're an idiot, but it works because someone did it 100 years ago.
Folks, let's go over to Big Randy, who's found the thickest rough on the entire golf course. Bless the driver.
Looking back on some of those golf holes, man, it is a complete and utter tour de force the whole way around.
I thought it was truly a second shot golf course.
And again, I'll have to refer to Tom Watson for this. He said it's all about the second shot here.
You know, that's not to say you don't have to get off the tee. Like, there's some exceptionally challenging tee shots out there. So the second shot into 6 was one of my favorite shots we hit on the whole trip. Wind was into us, a little bit off the left. Tough wedge shot. You're looking out towards the ocean there.
The 7th hole, it's one of many signature holes out there, and it's just a blast to play. With the wind off the right, it's actually maybe even scarier. You got to start your drive out over the ocean if you wanted to actually find the fairway.
actually had a pretty good round going, and then just dumped it in the trash can on 7.
We're gonna follow this, folks. We're gonna follow this debacle all the way to the end.
Ballybunion is in the upper echelon. It's tier 1A.
Again, I come back to the word scale. The holes it's just grand. It just feels big.
Big, ballsy.
Neil and I, each course we'd go to, we'd try to compare it to like a band. And Ballybunion was Led Zeppelin. Like, it was just complete balls.
Playing along the ocean, the breakers are right there, the wind is whipping off the waves.
I love Led Zeppelin, but I don't think I can listen to Led Zeppelin every day. So Ballybunion, I would love to play it again. I'd love to play it, 10 more times, but I think I need to mix it up and go play something else in between those days.
I know for me, every time I play it, like, it presents a new challenge, and every time I think I have it cracked, it jumps up and bites me in the ass the next day I go out here.
What a 4.
8th hole was a great little par 3. Maybe the only hole that we had straight downwind the entire day, and maybe the hole that you probably needed it on the least. Awesome, crazy green, back pin, little ace possibilities back there. That was really fun to watch guys play that one. The 11th hole is probably the most famous hole at Ballybunion, about a 460-yard par 4.
One of the more interesting, challenging par 4s I've ever played in my life.
You're teeing up from an elevated tee, fairway that's separated out. There's little rough areas between different parts of the fairway.
You're so used to seeing one big, long, continuous fairway, and you're trying to hit it as far up that fairway as you possibly can. And at 11, there's almost these like checkpoints that you really need to be thinking about on each shot.
One of those holes that you could play it 20 times in a row and still be just scratching the surface on it.
Neil found out the hard way that it's not all one continuous fairway.
It's around the green, man.
Baby.
It masterfully weaves in and out of the dunes. You never feel like you're overwhelmed by the dunes or anything. It's really it feels like it's a puzzle that was kind of solved by whoever routed it.
Just every hole, I think, had strategy. Every hole had beauty to it. Every hole was difficult, but you could play it simply if you wanted to and avoid doubles. That was not the case for us a lot of the time.
And then coming in on back 9, things took an even bigger turn for the worse.
All right, I don't know how much you can hear, but the waterproof case is officially on. Go in the hole.
I mean, the footage looks about how you would think it would.
I had like express checking in the Butthurt Nash. I was in the clear line on number 9 and 10. I was like,
oh, Mr. Schuster, welcome back.
Yeah,
Will your
I got
visit
it.
be for business or pleasure?
I was like, it's all business. Off.
17 was another one of my favorite holes of the trip. Hit your tee shot and you can take a variety of different lines. You can take a little bit off of it, try to hit the fairway, or you can cut the corner a little bit. Goes up into the left, and just a really, really cool green complex kind of sits down in this little pocket, and then there's this grassy knoll, grassy mound right in front of the green.
But it was a true Irish experience.
You know, at times on this day, I didn't feel like we were playing the golf course. I did feel like we were playing the elements. Punch and hybrids, drivers, 3-woods, there was just, yardages did not matter.
I don't think we appreciated it enough while we were there. I don't know if it was the conditions. I don't know if it was, you know, just like how brutally difficult it was playing.
This is a course that I think if I played it with no wind, I don't think I'd like it as much. I love the fact that we got wind.
Short dog.
Yeah, I left that one short. Right?
For you have to get between the star and the joke on it.
Do it. Do it.
Oh! I hit it.
That's it. You got
Unbelievable.
Explain what we're looking for a good game to play this afternoon. How should we do it?
Well, let's try something old-fashioned, little Scotch foursomes,
Okay.
which is greensomes is the modern name for it now. Let's do something like this, which is 2 balls off the tee, some alternate shots then from there. Oh, you both play 2 tee shots.
Yes.
So you choose the one you want to play.
If you choose the best player's drive,
Yes, it. You
got
the other
so
guy's
that's the
card.
strategy.
That's
Is
it,
you kind of got
yeah.
it. Oh, interesting.
So it's a nice game. It's just there's a little more fun in it.
If we were not doing this series, I'm not sure we're going back out and playing more golf in the afternoon.
It's gonna get beautiful. Yeah. Let's just wait.
We went and saw the Cashin course, which I'm really glad we did because it's going to turn into one of my weirdest golf memories ever.
Yeah, you can just see this storm rolling in, which, you know, it was forecast to be 70, 80 mile an hour winds, and we're kind of like, oh yeah, whatever. And then like,
It just got absolutely biblical.
Alright, this is it! Officially! Windiest round we've ever played! Oh my god! I took my putter back and it just like...
I nutted a 3-wood from 170 yards and it still came up short.
That was the best shot anyone has ever hit.
Oh my god, I can't hold my phone.
Oh. Randy with a 3-wood from 3-1. Torment, you're going in right now.
I think if you went out and played the Cashin course and tried to play for score and tried to just shoot the lowest score you possibly could and tried to build around, like you would go insane doing that. And the wind, it had to have been blowing like 70.
Scummy TC, his ball started rolling off the green. He scooped it and tried to put it back where it was.
You can't do anything. Like, we got to get Slugger White in here to stop play.
We had a cart on that second 9. I thought that windshield was gonna, cave in on us.
The cart might flip over.
So got to the point where it was like, hey, this is, it's a bit until it's like, okay, this might be unsafe. We should probably go in now.
Folks, they're not booing, they're saying dude.
So we're Duke's Golf Club, goes back to 1889, which I know because it's on this jumper. I've been here too long. It's on this shirt that I just bought.
I decided to take out the driver in 3-wood today. My mindset for the round is I'm gonna be the Nutter Jack Toad while everybody else is the hare. I'm not hitting the fairway any more than I was with a driver.
All right, Tron, I don't know if he believed that the wind was strong as it is. Jim Cantori. The windows is. Jim can't trot. Tron Cantori.
Tron Cantori. The lady came up earlier by the way. Yeah. Just hit it. Isn't that bad? Maybe starts not coming down for a while.
Yeah, it's not that bad.
Stay out there.
Yeah, he's got to come around the corner.
He needs to be the Cantori. What?